Construction of Collins continues in earnest at the Australian Submarine Corporation facility in Adelaide. The joint efforts of companies throughout Australia and overseas, together with the RAN New Submarine project, are now rapidly approaching fruition. The coordination of all these elements into a finished product has been an enormous undertaking for ASC, as individual components are brought together to form systems which, in turn, form parts of the final product. This process can be well illustrated by the propulsion system, commonly called the drivetrain. The first phase in this basic block diagram is the diesel generators. Hitamora Diesel Proprietary Limited are assembling and testing the diesel engines at Garden Island in Sydney. This engine will find its way onto Farncombe, the second boat of the class. 3 of these V18 engines will be fitted into each of the 6 boats. One will be installed at the new submarine school at HMAS Stirling for training purposes. The majority of the components are being machined by Australian Defence Industries at their plant in Bendigo, Victoria. Crankcases, cylinder heads, pumps and pipes, as well as many other parts of the boat, are made or assembled here. Manufacture and assembly of the battery has been underway at Pacific Marine Batteries since early 1991. All the components are fabricated and tested. The whole battery cell is assembled and placed in a fiberglass housing and stored on-site to await delivery. The Westinghouse company is responsible for much of the major drivetrain equipment. Stators and rotors for the generators are wound, baked and assembled in one of their Villawood factories before being moved to the next building for testing. Here, they are used to power the next section we'll look at, the switchboard. A fully operational switchboard is installed at Westinghouse and is operated and tested by Australians and technicians from Germont Schneider, the company that originally made the equipment. Also at Westinghouse is the centrepiece in the shape of the main motor itself. After the casings are machined at ADI Bendigo, they are delivered to Westinghouse where the motors are wound and assembled. Running through a test gearbox to a dummy load to represent the propeller, the motor is subjected to long and thorough test runs to ensure satisfactory operation prior to delivery to ASC. Further along the line is the main drive shaft. Yes, this is a drive shaft, or at least it will be. These 21.5-ton steel ingots are heated in furnaces to 1200 degrees Celsius, then removed to be pressed. The workers at ADI Maribyrnong must then work quickly to start forming the shaft with the use of this 1500-ton steam press. After multiple heatings and a week of pressing, the rough shaft is tested and machined to produce the final product. All these major components, including others like motor control panels from Sydney and the propeller from Perth, come together here at the Australian Submarine Corporation. All of what you have seen only applies to one system on the boat. This will give you some perspective of the entire project and the enormous amount of effort required both on and off the workshop floor. With more and more of Collins now reaching completion, the project moves into possibly its most exciting stage so far, as we await the rollout and launch of the first Type 471 submarine.